Chris Bucknam has done a lot of coaching, done it for a long time, and he's had a celebrated and decorated career, 34 SEC titles, a couple of national championships at Arkansas, came a point from getting another one here recently in the outdoor season, and he's joining us now on the Chuck and Bo Show, announcing his retirement yesterday, and Doug Case will take over. Coach, congratulations on a tremendous career and a great run at Arkansas.
Oh, Bo, thanks a lot. You had to remind me about that 1 point loss right off the bat.
Yeah. I'm sure you've forgotten all about it. Yeah.
No, I appreciate you having me on. No, it's been, like I said yesterday, it's been an honor. I mean, when you think about it, to sit in Coach McDonald's chair and be there for 17, 18 years, to be able to survive the gauntlet has been quite an honor. So I don't know, divine intervention came and allowed me to be here at one of the iconic programs in the country, and I feel very blessed.
Buck, I said earlier when I heard the news yesterday, I thought, well, he's too young to retire. And but then you say 17, 18 years, and it's like, man, it has been a while. How did you know it was time?
Well, I feel great. And as I look back at it, I got this job when I was 51 years old. I wish I had gotten it when I was 41, because that's how much I enjoy doing it. I feel like I could coach another 4 or 5 years. But, Chuck, my family is scattered across the country. I have a son and grandson in Houston. I have my daughter coaching up at Manhattan, Kansas, with Coach Geffert up there with their track program. My mom and dad are 92 and 95. They live in just north of Boston. Both my brothers are there. So, if my immediate family was all right here, I could keep going.
Right.
But it would. I just need to focus on that. I've been a head coach since I was 27 years old when Bob Bowlesby hired me at Northern Iowa, and that was the other factor. It's time for the young guys to come in and take over, and so there were a couple reasons, but health and energy wasn't one of them. In fact, it was like, hey, this is why I do need to retire, because I need to focus on.
That's pretty cool.
Right.
I love that perspective. Coach, we see, college football, it's so forward-facing and so talked about nationally, and obviously a topic, among our Kansans all the time. But, when it comes to track, it's like you want a winning track program, you want to be part of that, you go to Arkansas. And it's almost like we take it for granted that you're just going to keep winning SEC championships and competing for national titles. But I know that it's gotten so competitive in the SEC. You talked about the gauntlet and what an honor it was. I'm sure at times it didn't feel like as much of an honor as it did a grind. Take us for those who don't see it every day. I mean, what's it like? We take it for granted, but what's it like to compete at the level that you guys and that program have carried on after John McDonald every year in cross-country, indoor and outdoor track?
Well, the thing is, you can never let your guard down. We're trying to do two things. We're trying to create an atmosphere out at the track, at the Tyson indoor track, at the John McDonald Field, that is second to none. That's elite. Trying to sell our guys that, hey, like I said yesterday, our ceiling is high, and so it is a lot of fun, Bo, to be able to go in there and try to energize that group of people. And one of the things that really has helped us and we've thrived in is the portal. And we kill it on the portal, because kids that might pass us by, or they come into our facilities and they compete from other universities and everything, when it comes time to wanting to either go to grad school or they had enough where they're at. I mean, we're one of the top choices, and we've just been killing it the last couple of years. But it is an incredible gauntlet. There has been over the last decade, up until July 1st, really, there's been a huge investment in track and field with facilities and budgets and all that things throughout the country. And obviously, the SEC is the leader in that. And so you wake up a couple sleeping giants over the last 17 years that changed everything also, and that's, the University of Florida, University of Oregon, that came alive, and then you throw in a Texas A&M, and now before you know it, you're getting attacked at all sides, and but it's a blast. I mean, it's a challenge every day, and but it is a grind. Cross country, indoor and outdoor track, go right into the portal in June. Then you've got the athletes that we have that compete that compete at the World Championships. Obviously, collegiate athletes can compete for basically the Super Bowl track and field, and then they come back on campus again after that. So it's really it's a unique situation.
Chris, you know this better than anyone, but Arkansas's track and field program is unique in that the coach is expected to compete for national championships in indoor, outdoor, and cross country. Some schools specialize in 1, 2 if they're lucky. You're expected to win in all 3 here. How does that affect things at Arkansas as opposed to other places?
Well, what it does is, it's that distribution of scholarships, Chuck. You got up until July 1st, you had 12.6 scholarships. You're competing across 21 events. You have a cross-country champ, indoor and outdoor. And so we many times we're get betwixt and in between. We get a little bit short in depth with somebody in our distance program. And then you get to the outdoor track, and you go, man, I wish we had one more 400-meter runner for that 4x4. Everybody's gassed. We need one more guy, and so that's been the big challenge, is to navigate and to try to get it done. And we probably banging our head against the wall. It was probably impossible, but as I took the job here, you look at the Triple Crowns plastered everywhere, and you see the championships in all 3, and it's like, shit, what am I going to do? I'm not going to
exactly.
I'm not going to downgrade it and say, okay, we're just going to be a cross country program. That's what we had to do. And the one other caveat I will tell you is our facility. And the facilities make a big difference. And so you have the Tyson indoor track that is literally, not even arguably, the best indoor track in the country to compete in. And so you got to put a product out there. That track is a ballistic track. You can run fast miles on it, yes, you can, but it's the fastest track in the world. You see Wallace Spearman break a world record on it. The 400 world record is on it. And so we want to have fun being on that track. And so, we go after sprinters. And so at the end of the day, the facilities dictate, what kind of product you put out there too. And John, it's built for competing in all 3. And it's just what maybe Case will do something different, but that's the path we went down. And, the national office has developed a John McDonald Program of the Year award for the team that gets closest to do that. And, we've won 5 of those. I guess you could call them Triple Crowns, but, we feel like jumping off a cliff. We've been on the podium, top 4, 18 times. This excruciatingly close meets. So, but we have to do it.
That's an amazing run. Coach, we could go on, but since you're retired now, we'll have plenty of time for that down the road.
I'm made for coffee.
I do want to ask you this, and I've probably asked you this before on a Hog Pod, but now that your career is coming to an end at Arkansas, how do you hope that Razorback fans, University of Arkansas, Arkansans remember you?
I hope they remember an unbelievably competitive coach that didn't back down on anything that Coach McDonald started. The university hit the lottery back in the day, and he created this Death Star of track. And I just hope people remember that we tried to honor that, that we competed hard, we won. To me, it's about trophy. It's about the trophy meets, and the trophy meets are the SEC championships, and back in the day, the Southwest Conference and the NCAA meet. And Coach Mack told me, and I'm not trying to give myself an out, but Coach Mack told me, he goes, your conference championships are your most important meet. And the reason why I tell you is that that's where you can get the most guys up on the podium. And the meets that we have going to the national meet is a smaller group. So I take great pride in the fact that for my entire career, I don't think one athlete has gone through our program since '08 it is not wearing either an NCAA championship ring or an SEC championship ring. Everyone that came through has got one of those.
That's incredible. Coach, I mean, the guts, the courage to step in after John McDonald and then make it the career that you have, 18 years, 34 SEC championships, couple of national championships, and so many more things like the John McDonald program of the year 5 times. All the podium appearances. Well done. Congratulations. You've earned an enjoyable retirement, and we'll talk soon. All the best to you.
Thank you, Coach.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for having me on.
Absolutely. Chris Bucknam. I mean, the guts to take over for a legend and then actually be what he's been has been remarkable. Congratulations.